Hello everyone, welcome to PMF IAS. I am Dr. Vishwajit Kaur. Recently, we have released this Indian Agriculture book for your UPSC as well as State PCS exam. As there is no single one-stop solution for Indian agriculture, many aspirants were reading Indian agriculture from geography, some were reading from this environment book, and some were focusing on current affairs or NCERTs to cover this Indian agriculture. But now for your UPSC as well as state PCS, we have this one-stop solution for your Indian agriculture. So in every year, if you consider this UPSC, both prelims as well as mains. In prelims, UPSC asks the questions which contribute to 8 to 10 marks, and in the mains, the weightage is higher, approximately 50 marks. So if you are reading from this Indian agriculture book by PMF IAS, you will cover this most of the questions both in the prelims as well as mains. So in this video, I will explain you what to focus and what to not focus for this upcoming prelims from Indian agriculture. So basically there are 12 chapters in this Indian agriculture book, and last two, 11th and 12th, you can completely skip for the time being till this prelims. So for this prelims, these two topics are not important. You can focus on this first 10 topics or first 10 chapters, and within this first 10 chapters, what is important, I will tell you. So here I have highlighted those part which is important for your upcoming prelims. So in this first chapter, that is Introduction to Indian Agriculture, we have these 4 important points which are important for you: branches of agriculture, agriculture and allied revolutions, agriculture and the Indian economy, and type of agriculture or farming. So basically these 4 topics are important from this first chapter. Second, if you consider this chapter determinants of agriculture, you have to read for your upcoming prelims soil and climate, then irrigation and groundwater, micro irrigation, agricultural credit, agriculture insurance, and then agrochemical. So instead of reading all these topics or subtopics from this chapter, you can focus only on these topics. If you consider this third chapter, that is cropping pattern and land use, then you have to focus on this cropping patterns in India, then types of cropping patterns in India, key principles of farming system, and then classification of farming system. Remember, for your upcoming prelims, you don't have to focus on every topic and subtopic. Instead of that, you can only focus on these 4 topics. Then next chapter, major crops of India. Remember, this is a major topic important for your UPSC prelims. Most of the questions UPSC asks from this topic. That's why if you consider all the crops which are given in this major crop, you have to read the introduction of all crops along with the ranking, specifically with this production, import, and then export. You have to read few crops in detail like rice, then cotton, sugarcane, tobacco, makhana, tea, and coffee. So along with this basic introduction and data part like production, export, and import of all crops, you have to specifically focus on these crop. Next is minimum support price and farm subsidies. So in this chapter, you have to focus on determination of MSP, factors considered while fixing this MSP, calculation of MSP, various committees recommendation on MSP, then MSP versus FRP, types of farm subsidies in India, and WTO and farm subsidies. So for your prelims, you just have to focus on these topics. Next is public distribution system or PDS. So this complete chapter is important for your prelims. This is 6th chapter. Then 7th, buffer stock and food security. So in this buffer stock and food security, first you have to read what is this buffer stock means. Next, buffer stock norms, dimensions of food security, then government scheme and initiative related to this food security, and last is nutritional security. So this technology in agriculture, this is one of the important theme in UPSC prelims. If you see every year, there are at least 1 or 2 questions mostly directly from this technology. So in this chapter, you have to read this approaches and techniques in biotechnology, plant tissue culture, biotechnological regulatory framework in India, nanotechnology in agriculture, and e-technology in agriculture. If you consider this 9th chapter, agricultural marketing, transport and storage, you can completely skip this chapter. So this 9th chapter 11th chapter and 12th chapter you can completely skip. Next is chapter 10, economics of animal rearing. Here you have to read only one topic, that is government schemes or initiatives for animal husbandry, and one more topic, that is revolutions and animal husbandry. So remember, for your upcoming prelims, if you are reading this Indian agriculture book released by this PMF IAS, you don't have to read this complete book, you just have to focus on the topics which I have already explained. Along with this, I will also share this PDF in our Telegram channel. So if you are specifically focusing on these topics and then PYQs, then your preparation with respect to Indian agriculture is sufficient for upcoming prelims. Thank you so much and wish you all the best.